Can you see the screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. I'm going to start with our class today, and today we are going to check what are the modal verbs, and we are going to see only 3 of them. What are modal verbs? They are auxiliary verbs that provide additional and specific meaning to the main verb of the sentence. They are auxiliary. They need a main verb after them. Between these modal verbs, we have shall, must, could, might, will, may, would, okay, and etc. How do we use the modal verbs? Use the basic form or infinitive without to of the main verbs after the modal verbs. Here we have the structure that we can use with any modal verb. First, in affirmative, we are going to write or to say the subject plus the modal verb plus infinitive. For example, she should be on time next time. As you can see, we have subject, she, modal, should, in this example, infinitive be, and then the complement. In the negative form, we are going to use subject, modal verb in negative, plus infinitive. Example, she shouldn't be late next time. Remember that to change an affirmative sentence to negative, we only add the particle not. For the interrogative, as we know, we are going to change the position of the modal verb at the beginning of the sentence, and then the other elements. Modal, subject, infinitive, and complement. Don't forget to put the question mark at the end. Short answers, yes or no, subject, modal verb in affirmative or negative. For example, yes, she should, no, she shouldn't. We are going to apply this structure for any modal verb. Let's check 3 of them. We are going to see the structure and the use of the modal verb have to, must, and should. Have to can be used to explain that something is necessary. For example, I have to do my homework. It is necessary to do my homework today. Another use for have to is expressing an obligation that comes from an external authority. She has to wash her clothes today. We are going to check the structure for the verb have to. If we have to in a sentence, it is followed by infinitive. We use have to for I, you, we, and they. Let's review the basic structures. Affirmative, we have to study hard. Negative, they don't have to work today. Do they have to wear a uniform? Yes, they do. No, they don't. We use here the auxiliary verb do because we are speaking in present. And remember that the verb have changes the form for he, she, and it. With these persons, we are going to use has, doesn't have, or does. She has to leave early. She doesn't have to work today. Does she have to wear a uniform? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Those are going to be the structures for the verb have to. Then we have must, that it can be used to talk about rules or to explain that something is necessary. For example, if you are driving, you must wear a seat belt. If we have this modal verb in negative, we are going to talk about prohibition, that something is forbidden. You mustn't use your mobile phone while driving. In this presentation, we are going to see only the verb must in affirmative and negative. As you can see, we have the subject, must, and then the base form of the verb. We must arrive on time. A student mustn't be late. We use must for any subject. I must, you must, he must, she must, it must, we must, they must. Must doesn't change for any person. Should. Should can be used to express something probable. Example, John should be here by 2:00 p.m. For asking question, should we turn left at this street? And another use is to show obligation, give recommendation, or even an opinion. Let's see these examples. You should stop eating fast food. You should go for walks more often. He should go to the pharmacy first thing in the morning. And the basic structures for should are going to be the same as any other modal verb. The subject, the modal verb, the main verb in simple form, and the complement. You should do more exercise. The children shouldn't watch TV now. Should I wear a suit for the wedding? Yes, you should. No, you shouldn't. As we know, this modal verb is going to be the same for I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Let's check with a quiz if you understand more or less the use of these modal verbs. A volunteer to do the first exercise, to complete it with have to, must, or should, please. A volunteer for number 1. No volunteers? Who says me, please? Yes, please.
Students have to pass an entrance exam to attend that university.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Let's check that if it is have. Students have to pass an entrance exam to attend that university. But in this case, we can use to must. Okay, but have to was correct. Thank you so much. Okay, we are expressing necessity in this example. Another volunteer for number 2, please. Remember, you have to use have to, must, or should.
She has a dentist appointment right after school today, so she should leave early.
Let's check the answer. Okay, in this case, has to, because it is expressing an obligation. Okay, because she has an appointment. Okay, thank you. For number 3, please. Have to, must, or should. A volunteer. Remember, we are learning. It doesn't matter if you have errors. We are going to learn for the errors.
Teacher, what's the meaning for boss?
Jefe.
Okay.
Mi jefe
Thank
en la
you.
oficina, en el trabajo. Okay, volunteer, please. I'm sure you can do it because you are very intelligent. A volunteer, please. Hello.
My boss doesn't mind if I'm a little bit late, but I really have to be at work right now.
Okay. Let's see. Thank you so much for your help. Thanks a lot. Okay. Should be. Okay. Because in this case, we are talking about software obligation. Okay. A little concern. Okay. Says my boss doesn't mind. It doesn't matter if I'm a little bit late. Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks for your help. Thanks. Okay. Number 4, please. Another volunteer.
You should study harder if you want a higher grade in that class.
Okay. Let's check the answer. Should. Yes. Giving advice. You should. Thank you. Number 5, please. Here we have other 2 examples to complete. Number 5.
When you go to Paris, you should visit the Eiffel Tower.
Exactly. Let's check. Should. Exactly. A recommendation. Thank you so much. Number 6, please. Be careful because in this case we have to make a change. A volunteer for number 6, please.
I think that it's a recommendation. I am very tired today. I should have stayed up late last night.
Okay, thank you for your help and your participation. Let's check the answer, okay? You shouldn't. Yes? Okay, it should, but in negative. Because it shouldn't have stayed up late last night. 7, please.
You have a high fever. You should see a doctor at once.
Let's see. You must. It's a strong recommendation, okay? In this case, we don't use should. Instead of that, we use must because it's stronger, okay? Thank you. Number 8. Number 8, please, a volunteer.
By now, her boss should already be in New York City.
Exactly, New York City. Let's check, okay? Yes, you're right. By now, her boss should already be in New York City. Thanks a lot. The last 2, please. Number 9 and 10.
You have to be tired after your long day at work.
Okay, let's check the answer. Must. You must, okay, be tired after your long day at work. Assumption. We are assumed that he is very tired. Okay, number 10. Number 10, this is the last one. Please, a volunteer. I think nurses. I think nurses have higher salaries. The last volunteer for this presentation, please.
I think nurses should have higher salaries.
Should have, let's check. Yes, should have higher salaries. In this case, we are expressing an opinion. Thank you so much for your help, your participation, and your attention to this presentation. Okay, let's see. Don't forget to write your name and your group on the chat, please. And I don't know if you have any comment. No? A suggestion, any question? No? Nada más recordarles que estamos ya cerrando el segundo parcial, ¿ok? Sí, recuerden, son unidades 3 y 4 completas y el examen no se les vaya a olvidar. No les vaya a ganar la plataforma y se los cierren. Ok, la próxima semana estaríamos comenzando ya con la unidad 5. Aún no la abro, la voy a abrir como por el martes o el miércoles, ¿sí? Para que estén atentos. Ok, see you next class. Bye bye. Thank you so much for your patience, your time, and your interest for this class. Bye bye. Have a nice week.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Bye.